I usually don't go ghouls, but I'm gonna do it this time around. Now that they got heavy, they're somewhat more useful.
Job's done. Job's done.
Could even go like hero. Go like a wall of ghouls. Get 3 druids, demolishers in the background with the healing. Just go like all out
Job's done.
early on damage.
More gold is required. Job's done.
Now what would kill it for me would be as if he ended up with like a demon hunter or something. Then it would be screwed. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go the early 2 gold mines and try to be really aggressive.
Job's done.
Bet you the full one is actually the
Job's done.
oh, it wasn't the full one. Wait. Oh no.
Job's done.
Raiders. Why?
Job's done.
I'll get the hero. And then watch him leave.
Research complete. Job's done. Job's done.
Watch it be he failed and then he turns around and leaves or something.
Research. done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Hero item? Yeah. Kind of what I thought he was doing. So I'm still stronger than purple at the moment, but I really need help from my allies.
Job's done.
You're welcome, Kugo. I've been trying to keep a consistent recordings, but lately it's been tough. But I still aim to keep doing it as long as I possibly can. But thank you for watching.
Research complete.
Helps me out a lot, and I'm generally trying to be live every weekend. If you ever decide you want to keep watching live, I'll usually be on around this time normally.
Job's done.
Yeah, I'm pretty much, I post, my Direct Strike is my most popular videos, and my most consistent group like watching, so I try to make sure to post one a day. Right now I'm uploaded, I think, till, I think about mid-October with uploads, so
Job's done.
at least for the next month you'll have plenty of content too that's coming out that you'll be able to watch as well. But I do appreciate all the, I do appreciate it regardless. For me, I just started doing this, I try because I'm not always able to record and do stuff on a regular basis. So I try to do a lot over the weekend. But I do this, I do different playthrough games. For vids, you'll always have videos from me. But I do love this game. Even when it drives me crazy, I find myself always coming back. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't really have any family of my own, so at least I have the time there. But life can get easily really busy. That's also why I do like Direct Strike. A lot of the time it's like 20-minute to 30-minute games. So even for the people that are usually busy, they could easily watch this within a day, within a tiny bit of time, and go about their day.
Research complete.
And then I try to take people's advice. Like I used to play without the health bars, but I've had a couple people constantly ask me to have this on, so that way people could see the health of the units. So even if you ever watching my games and you have like challenges or you have like any advice, ideas, never feel nervous of commenting and leaving your opinion. I'll try to respond whenever I can.
Research complete.
Always got these two together. I don't think I ever have a day where I have like giants and that. Go knights this time. Yeah, I despise ghouls. But one thing I came across last weekend was they changed the armor type. So now my despise of them actually isn't as much as it used to be. They used to be unarmored, so they were hella squishy. They were almost like dead value unless you had necros. Now with them being heavy armor type, for the cost of what you actually get a lot of bang for their buck. So my opinion on the ghouls over the last 2 weeks have changed. But I still despise them. Not as much as Raiders, but I still despise them. Yeah, because I ended up actually asking somebody, because they were unarmored for a long time, so almost anything AoE was just absolutely destruction on them. Like anything, literally you could sneeze on a ghoul and they would die. Now with heavy armor, they're a little more useful. But I didn't know about it until I went mortars against them, because that was my best counter against necros. And then when I found out they were heavy armor, it made me where I was practically just useless.
Job done. Job done.
But when it comes to bears, I love bears. 200 value and they do a lot of different things. They just get absolutely wrecked if I'm up against Spellbreakers. If I got Spellbreakers against me or Fairies, then they're not really good to go.
Job done.
Yeah. In terms of damage and everything, I would have figured bears should have been good against breakers. But once I actually saw them in action, oh man, I was like, all right, never do this again.
Job done.
But this is my most despised unit. I just can't stand raiders anymore. They're like, they just like feel like a trap. Sources, typically I have been mentioning this with Bing, who's popular on watching my vids and commenting.
Job done.
He's kind of the one who's been kind of challenging me on that, because I have a bad habit with casters not utilizing them to their max ability. I tend to ignore them and kind of not capitalize with them. Talons, for me though, the Talons, I don't really like doing the wind very much in this game because the Cyclone seems to, at least for me, causes us to lose more often than win, because you're not able to do any damage to the units because they're just flying around in the air. Now, is it useful? Yeah. I would pretty much say if you can get them, I probably would get the Master. But the Talons have just never been for me. I like just using the anti-air because they're really good AA, and I like their fairy dust. But the Cyclone I just never really been big on. Sorceresses, on the other hand, that one I just tend to forget. And it's bad on my part, because Polymorph is very, very useful. That's even like when you see me go like my heroes, like the last game, I think, or no, actually I think I was recording that game. But I was playing as an Archmage and I almost never go the level 6 skill. Some people cringe and ask me why, but it's just, I've never been a huge Cyclone person. I just don't feel like it really helps. But that's just my personal opinion. There'll be others who will say that it helps a lot. For me, you could probably just classify it stuck in my ways when it comes to that. It's kind of like even with Griffins. I don't build, like, Griffins are decent, but every time I build Griffins for the cost of what they are, they feel kind of useless to me. Because you need a hell of a lot of them, but they're very, very easy to counter. Like if I had to pick between a Griffin and a Demolisher, I'd rather have 6 Demolishers than 6 Griffins.
Research complete.
Yeah, that too. Well, actually a lot of air is all light armor. It's just, it feels like when I go with them, they seem to get targeted a hell of a lot easier than like destroyers do, than Wyverns do. But I'm also really not a huge air player, which I'm sure you've probably seen in a lot of my games. I don't typically like to go air units unless I'm forced into it. I've always been a ground player, sometimes to a fault, because like I should be getting archers right now for some more DPS as well, but I'm not. Yeah.
Job done. Job done.
I get so trans-focused on melee, where I need to get a better balance to my range. But having Demolishers does help.